My name's Fiona Hanington, and I'm really happy to be here. It's been great to have a chance to meet so many of you, and if I haven't met you yet, I hope to do so before the end of the conference. I've been at D-Wave for about 8 years, and for the majority of that time, I have been the program manager for the LEAP Quantum Cloud Service, and I'm happy to have a chance to tell you a bit more about it today, and in particular, why it is a great platform to run production applications. So I'll start just by saying a little bit about what LEAP is, for those of you who don't already know. And I'll share a few statistics for you that really showcase some of the work we've done since we launched LEAP, and also that indicate the level of interest in some of our new features from our customers. And then I'll spend some time really emphasizing some of the features of LEAP that make it the right choice for production applications. And I'll close with a few suggestions on how to get started if you don't already have a LEAP account. So LEAP is a secure, real-time access to our quantum computers. And that's from the client application down through our APIs to the quantum hardware and back. We have a suite of solvers available in LEAP, and some of these are quantum computers. So as you know from Alan and Trevor and other presentations, we do have 3 Advantage systems available in LEAP. This is our current generation product. In addition to that, as you've heard also from others today, we have prototypes of our next generation quantum computer. That's the prototypes of the Advantage 2 system. They've been available in LEAP. I think the first one was a couple of years ago, and the latest prototype was added early this year. And in addition to the quantum computers, of course, we have a suite of hybrid solvers, the latest of which was announced today, made available this morning. If you are a LEAP customer already, you'll see it available to you already, and you can try it out. We introduced hybrid solvers to LEAP for the first time in 2020, and I have to say that really is one of the things that makes LEAP the right choice for production scale problems, because these hybrid solvers can accept problems at industry scale. The NL solver accepts problems with up to 2 million variables and constraints. We have a really nice authentication flow to support coding in IDE. So if you have local IDE that's your favorite, or you prefer to use a cloud-based IDE, for example, Codespaces in GitHub, we have an authentication flow that lets you authenticate with LEAP and submit jobs right from your favorite IDE. So it's meant to really remove the barriers to be able to integrate that way. And the last thing I'll say on this slide is that many of our customers have a large group of users that all use LEAP together from the same project. And we do have self-administration features available so that a customer could assign an administrator to manage their own users, manage their own jobs, and collect statistics without having to go through D-Wave for that information. And as far as why cloud computing for quantum computing, I mean, this seems really obvious now, but we introduced LEAP in 2018. Before that, I mean, D-Wave sold its first system in 2011. D-Wave used to sell systems. So the pivot to cloud computing, I think, was a really important step for us because it allowed us to reach a much, much broader group of customers. So it removes the need for special sites and immense capital expenditure, managing the operations and upgrades and maintenance of these systems. So D-Wave obviously takes care of all that, and we just make our systems available through the cloud. So it really removes a lot of the barriers to accessing this amazing technology. I have a few statistics to share. Some of them you've heard today, but I think it's worth repeating. We like to look at the data in LEAP to help us make decisions about what features are of interest to customers. So I thought I would maybe spend a few minutes looking at some of these numbers. So since we launched LEAP 5.5 years ago, so that was in 2018, we've had more than 40,000 individuals self-sign up for Leap accounts. But in addition to that, we have more than 80 commercial customers, several of which are actually running their applications in production today, including Pattison Food Group, as we heard today from Lindsay. We have, sorry, I don't have my glasses on. We have had about 185 million customer jobs submitted to our system since we launched it. And we also really noticed, as we've looked at the data since we released some of our more advanced features recently, that there's a real hunger from our users to try these new protocols. So Fast Anneal has been used by 1.5 million customers already, and it's only, 1.5 million jobs it solved, I should say. 1.5 million jobs since we launched it, and that was only 2 months ago. So it is really encouraging for us to see this interest in our latest tech, and it is inspiring our roadmap. As far as Leap is a very highly available platform. So across all of our Leap components, we can say that we've got greater than 99% availability, and many of our components have a much higher number than that. But that's the number that we're comfortable sharing because it applies across the board. So this should really be comforting news to customers that really want to be able to rely on our system around the clock because they're running their business-critical applications. And it is real-time access, so you don't have to schedule a run or submit a job and wait for ages for your results to come back. You submit your job and you get the answers back straight away, as you've been able to see through the live demos today. And I will say this is one thing that's always true at Qubits. Our demos are always live. We never fake a thing, and that's, I think, shows that we have this high degree of confidence ourselves in the availability and the stability of the platform. So the other thing to mention is just the scale of the hybrid solvers. I just want to say that number again, 2 million variables and constraints. You know, before we had our hybrid solvers, in order to submit large problems to the system, it was a manual and time-consuming process to decompose a problem that would fit on the QPU. The hybrid solvers really take care of all that and break the problem up in ways that really make the best use of the QPU and accept these really large problems. Leap is available around the world. We're available in 42 countries and counting, so we're adding to this list all the time. You can see the list of countries on our website, but there's many countries across North America, Europe, and Asia Pacific. We have 3 physical systems, and as you heard today, we have a 4th one, which will start installation soon. But at the moment, we have a system in Burnaby, BC, which is the D-Wave headquarters, and we have one in California and one in Germany. So on this slide, I just want to go through a few of the other things that make us really a production quality system. I've already talked about real time, and I've talked about the availability numbers. I'll add to this that we have 24/7 monitoring, alerting, alarming, and an on-call team. So this, I think, should give our customers assurance that if there is any issue in the system, we will know about it before you do. And it's really a system in place to ensure that this platform remains up and running without any service interruption. As I say, we're multi-region, and we're continuing to work on that. Self-administration, I talked about, so this is a way for you to manage your own users, your own jobs, and retrieve your own statistics. And that said, though, if you ever do need assistance, we do have an excellent support team available as well. We have service level agreements available. If you want to talk to our sales team about that, please do. And on the subject of data security, we take the security of our customer data extremely seriously. And one of our accomplishments last year was to achieve SOC 2 Type 2 compliance, which is really the industry standard for a cloud platform. And it's certainly a designation that we intend to continue year after year. I just have a couple of more slides. really about how you can get started if you're not already a Leap user. There's a QR code here that you can scan if you have a smartphone. Otherwise, there's a URL for you can sign up and explore the resources that we have available in Leap. They're really designed to help you get started. So there's interactive demos, all of which submit real problems to the quantum computer. And we have a ton of examples. Alex mentioned that as soon as he gives the word, the latest NL Solver demo will be among these. But there's a lot of examples to look through. And if you're wondering how to get started, I suggest you take a look and see which one matches your current use case the best. And it's a really great way to get started and take a look at the code and how you might approach a problem formulation. And if you need more, we have several other options. So we have a fantastic professional services team. I think almost all of them are here today, and they work closely with our customers to help them create their applications. We have online training. We've got courses aimed at different expertise levels. So definitely check that out if you want to learn more about quantum programming. And finally, of course, you can always reach out to our sales team. Well, that's all from me. Thank you very much for your time, and enjoy the rest of the conference.